Wala pa. Ayun.
Yo. So, hello guys. Good evening. How
Good
are
evening
you?
po.
Good evening. We're good.
So,
We're good.
uh, we're here to discuss about one of the positive psychology intervention, which is the savoring intervention. So, for us, we give it the title, Savoring the Joy. So, my name is Lian Clarito.
Maria Crisme Caballero.
And Daisy Ganaden.
So, let's go forward to our introduction, which will be discussed by Chris May.
Our positive psychology intervention or PPI is the savoring intervention. To understand the intervention, one must first grasp the core construct. Savoring is formally defined as the set of thoughts and behaviors deliberately employed to maximize the intensity, duration, and appreciation of positive emotional experiences. It is a complex metacognitive process that involves a conscious shift in attentional focus toward a pleasurable stimulus, whether internal or external. The primary objective of implementing the savoring intervention is to fundamentally improve an individual's subjective well being and overall life satisfaction. The goal is not merely to introduce transient moments of happiness, but to achieve a sustained increase in positive affect. The savoring intervention focuses on enjoying, reminiscing, and being present at your happy moments. This intervention is effective as it boosts one's self esteem, emotional strength, and holistic health that will be further discussed eventually. The theory of the PPI is grounded to Bryant and Verf's study from 2007 that shows how savoring positive experiences helps us manage our emotions to be more positively inclined. The introduction of PERMA pathway of Dr. Martin Seligman in 2011 further supports the PPI as it focuses on positive output of our well-being such as positive emotion, engagement, relationships, meaning, and accomplishments. These two studies became the groundwork for the theory of the savoring intervention. The savoring intervention helps us by improving our well-being, by giving us motivation, in reducing stress and giving us life satisfaction as it focuses on living the positive experiences even if it is from our past. Focusing on the positivity helps us being more optimistic on future outcomes of our actions, helping us decide on continuing what we are doing. The savoring intervention is highly relevant to positive psychology because it embodies the field's central focus on human flourishing. Unlike traditional approaches that concentrate on pathology, savoring directly addresses the cultivation of positive affect, which is a key component of well-being models like PERMA. Furthermore, it treats happiness as a cultivable skill, providing teachable techniques that empower individuals to actively manage and intensify their positive emotional states. These interventions This intervention strategically counteracts the mind's natural negativity bias by emphasizing the amplification of existing strengths and daily pleasures, make it, making it an essential, evidence-based strategy for achieving sustained life satisfaction. Okay, do you have any questions po?
So, I just got one question. So, I'm curious. Can you explain more about what is the PERMA pathway?
The PERMA pathway by Dr. Martin Seligman is defined as positive emotions, engagement, relationship, meaning, and accomplishments that focuses on an individual's positive experiences.
Okay, thank you po. So, for our next explanation, for our empirical evidences, let's listen to Miss Daisy.
Hello, good evening. For our
Good evening
empirical
po.
evidences, the study says that the effectiveness of savoring interventions on well-being in adult clinical populations, a protocol for systematic review. Research findings in well-being, higher, sa- higher savoring ability is associated with greater happiness and life satisfaction, creativity, better relationship, and improved problem solving. The positive effects of savoring are often explained by the Borden and Beale theory of positive emotion, which suggests that positive feelings. In essence, savoring is an active, intentional process that trains the brain to focus on the good, leading for more positive mindset and stronger mental health outcomes. In physical health, have shown that individuals with positive thoughts and well-being are more likely to consume healthier foods, such as fresh fruits and vegetables, than those with lower psychological well-being. They are also to be more physically active. Happiness boosts our immune system and reduces stress level. In relationship, savoring joyful experiences, a practice known as relational savoring, significantly boosts relationship satisfaction, positive emotions, and overall well-being by encouraging intentional focus on moments of connections and share positive feelings. This approach helps counter the brain's natural negativity bias and build stronger emotional bonds. In aging, savoring joyful experience is a powerful practice for well-being at any age, but it becomes especially meaningful in older adults, contributing to greater happiness, resilience, and a positive outlook on aging. Research also indicates that older adults often become better at regulating emotions and prioritizing what matters, naturally leading to a greater ability to savor the present moment. Into vulnerable persons, savoring is intentional practice of focusing on enhancing positive experiences to boost well-being. For a vulnerable person, someone experiencing mental health difficulties, stress, or grief, savoring is an act of courage and vital tool for building resilience and mitigating negative emotion. Also, lastly, in workplace, savoring joyful experiences refers to the conscious practice of identifying, appreciating, and amplifying positive emotions and events that occur during your workday to enhance overall well-being and performance. This intentional process helps counteract the brain's natural negativity bias and build resilience. In summary, empirical studies consistently shows that savoring joyful experiences significantly enhances well-being, increase happiness, and build psychological resilience. This practice, a key focus in positive psychology, involves a deliberate process of attending to, appreciating, and amplifying positive emotions. These studies collectively shows that happiness isn't just about experiencing positive events, but the deliberate effort to notice, appreciate, and enhance those experiences. Any questions?
Po. Ate Daisy, how can
Yes.
you be sure that the results is reliable and how it explains savoring intervention po?
As support by the PERMA pathways, the findings directly define how savoring interventions help an individual on different aspects, uh, such as emotional and behavioral relationship and holistic health.
Thank you po.
Next, we're going to
Yeah, so lastly, we need to discuss about the practical applications of this intervention. So some of the practical ways we can use or do to further explain this intervention. First is listing down small wins. So as we list down small wins, we are slowly trying to enjoy or leisurely take time to enjoy those small wins or small positivity on our days. Next is being grateful, which shows how a small thing can be can have an impact to us. Then lastly, of the practical ways is living in the present time. So we will not be able to enjoy what we have right now if we continuously try to think of our past mistakes or those negative experiences that we had before. For example, journaling. So journaling is writing one of the positive experiences or any positive experiences that you had for the day. Three good things is doing and listing three good things that you did or experienced for the whole day. Then lastly, optimism shows a positive outlook for a better or more successful tomorrow. So is it feasible? Of course it is, because first of all, we don't really need to commit a lot of time to it. We just need to write or spend 20 to 30 minutes on writing a journal. We can reminisce anytime. We can say that we had an amazing experience just for a few seconds or minutes. Then next is erase minimal cost. So we don't really need to spend so much on equipments, uh, experiences on a daily basis is anything that can be positive. So for example, a friend help you to do something. So it is one of the positive experience you had for the day. So you don't really need to spend so much about it. Then next is it is self-administered. So what do we mean by this? Self-administered uh, explains by the only one you need is yourself. So you don't need any professionals or friends or any equipment paraphernalia. So all you need is yourself to do these interventions. Any questions?
Yes. Journaling and three good things is another PPI. How does this two correlative with savoring intervention?
So savoring experience, journaling, and three good things correlate as all of this positive psychology intervention not only focuses on a positive outlook but also is time saving, low effort, and can be done within the day. So, for example, writing on your journal can be a part of your savoring experience. Of course, you need to go back to that moment to write it, as well as three good things. It provides a positive outcome and help us by having positive experience to enjoy. So, any more questions?
No, that's all.
And
Thank you.
so, we prepared questions for our audience. So, first, have you ever experienced a gratitude journal? Oh, sorry. Have you ever practiced a gratitude journal or three good things exercise? What changes did you notice in your mood or daily stress levels after a week? Next, which positive psychology intervention, like acts of kindness or strength identification, do you think would be the most helpful for managing college exam anxiety, and why? Next, can you share a time when savoring a positive moment, for example, a fun student council event, helped shift your mindset from negative to positive? And lastly, how might best possible self visualization improve your motivation for group projects or academic goals this semester? So I hope you can answer those questions. So lastly, we just want you to show our references for everything that we discussed. So that's all. Thank you.
You.